Hello kids and welcome to DTW Tutorials Junior. Welcome. Okay, so today we're going to be looking at factors of numbers. Okay, and it's very key and important in maths. Very, very important that you know how to find the factor of a number. Okay, and we have done how to find the multiple of a number. Finding the multiple of a number is simply you using your multiplications table. Okay, so uh, where it can be quite a little difficult, but not difficult if you follow through this video. Okay, and if you want to rewatch this video, please do rewatch this video. It's finding the factors. It's very important you understand the factors. Okay, so now what is a factor of a number? Okay, is that number, that factor, is that number that can divide that number without a remainder. What do I mean? Let's say you have 8 and you're looking for the factor of 8. The factor of 8 would be another number. Are you with me? All right. And it can never be greater than 8. It can be 8. Are you with me? But can never be greater than 8. So another number, all right, which can be 8 or less than 8, that when you divide it by 8, okay, when you divide it by 8, it would not have any remainder. Okay, for example here, if we use 2, 8 divided by 2 will give us 4. So 2 is a factor of 8. Do you see that? 2 is a factor of 8. Why? Because when we divide it by 8, when we divide 2, okay, 8 divided by 2, it gives us what? 4. A whole number, no remainder. 3 cannot be a factor of 8. Why? Because when we do 8 divided by 3, it would give us a remainder. There would be a remainder, there will be a fraction. Are you with me? So 8 and so 3 can't be a factor of 8. Do you see that? What is a factor? A number that can be divided by that number you're looking for the factor of without a remainder. All right? Another way, okay, you can get a factor, okay, know what a factor of a number is when, okay, you can multiply that factor by another number or itself to produce that same given number. Are you with me? For example, okay, this is where you can use your multiplications table to help you out in getting the factor. We want to get the factor of 8 using this method. When we do 1 times what? 8. What would that give us? That will give us 8. So 1 is a factor, 8 is a factor. When we do 2 times 4, what would that give us? That would give us what? 8. Okay, so 2 is a factor and 4 is also a factor. Do you see that? All right. Can anything else, can we multiply any other number else that would give us 8? If you check throughout your times table, you see you can't get any other thing. It is only you can either get 8 by doing 1 times 8 or 2 times 4. All right, I know you might want to say, oh, let us try 3. 3 times what will give us 8? If you check on your multiplication table, can anything, 3 times anything, will it give you 8? No, it cannot. All right, 4. Okay, you can also do 4 times 2, which is the same thing as 2 times 4. All right, so we already have this. It will also give you 8. All right, this is like repeating. All right, but this is 4, this is 2, which we have gotten them as factors already. Do you see that method? So that method is in using your multiplication table, checking out what two numbers, when you multiply them, would give you what? 8. The number you're looking for the factors of. Do you get that? So it means that when you're using this particular method, your multiplication table, you should be able to know your multiplication table by heart. Please do practice your multiplication table. And as I've been saying, I'm working on a book very shortly out soon that would help you master your multiplication table. All right. So, mommy and daddies, kids, you can always just follow us when just subscribe. Make sure you're subscribed. When the book is out, I'm going to announce it and you can get a copy to practice, practice, and practice. Okay? So this is how you find a factor. Do you see that? A factor of a number can multiply another number. You can see that. Or itself to produce that given number that we're looking for the factor of. You can see 1 times 8 is multiplied another number to produce 8. 2 times 4, okay? The two factors multiplied to produce what? 8. Do you see that? Don't worry, we have a lot of examples here that we are going to use to further, strengthen our knowledge on finding factors of numbers. Look at question 1. Find the factors of 12. Now you can see here I use different vocabularies, okay? In your exam, all right, or in your school exam or in your common entrance exams, you see these vocabularies. The question can be stated as find the factors of a number. It can be what are the factors of. It's still the same thing it's saying, okay? It can be the factors of these are. It's still the same thing it's saying. So all you need to do is have the knowledge of how to just find the factors. Now, how do we find the factors of 12? All right. What times what would give us 12? All right. So the first thing first is 1 times 12 will give us 12. Okay, which other thing will give us 12? Let's go with 2, the 2 times table. All right, 2 times what will give us 12? 2 times 6 will give us what? 12. Let's look at the 3 times table. 3 times what will give us 12? 3 times what? 4 will give us 12. Is there anything else that will give us 12? Can you think? Think again. Anything else on the multiplication table that will give us 12? Okay, nothing else. 4 times 3 will also give us what? 12, which is same as 3 times 4. So from here now, we can now arrange the factors of 12. So the factors of 12 are 1, 2, and 3, okay, and 4, 6, and 12. Can you see that? So we state them as the factors. Let's put them here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. Can you see this? So these are the factors of 12. Now, let's look at 16. Let me come down here to do 16, okay? Let's come down here. Let me try to shift this here, okay? Okay, let's see. Let's just come down here and do 16. So let's look at the 16 times table, all right? And you notice, sorry, let me mention this. You notice that all this for 12, all these numbers, when you divide by 12, okay, do 12 divided by 1, it doesn't give you a remainder. It is without a remainder. So a factor of a number can divide that number without a remainder. So all these factors, when you divide them, okay, by 12, it will not give you a remainder. All right, so let's go to 16. So first foremost, the first factor, two factors of 16 is what? 1 times what? 16, which will give you what? 16. Do you see that? Next, we'll look at the 2 times table. 2 times what will give us 16? 2 times 8 will give us what? 16. Do you see that? Look at the 3 times table. Can any other thing give us 16 on the 3 times table? Can you check? Okay. Have you done a mental map of your times table? Nothing on the 3 times table will give us 16. Let us go to the 4 times table. Can anything on the 4 times table give us 16? Yes. 4 times 4 will give us what? 16. Do you see that? On the 5 times table, anything else will give us 16? No. So from the 5 times table downwards, nothing else will give us 16. As I said, the factors of 16 can never be greater than 16. It can never be greater than 16. It can be 16 or lower than 16. So it's for you to now find out all those numbers. It can be 1, all right? 1, all right, is a factor of all numbers. Please, I forgot to mention this. 1 is a factor of what? All numbers. All numbers from 1 to billions to trillion. 1 is a factor of what? or every other number. Don't forget. So you always, to find factors, you always have a 1. 1 would always be there. 1 would always be there. 1 will be your first factor. Okay, don't forget that, kids. Okay, so look at this now closely. So you have here 1 times 16. You have 2 times 8. We have 4 times 4. This now confirms our definition here. It says a factor of a number can multiply another number or itself to produce that given number. Do you see that? Produce that given number. So you can see 4 times 4 is 16. It can multiply another number. A factor can multiply another number to produce that given number, or it can multiply itself. Look at it, 4 times 4 to give 16. Do we see that? Okay, so now let us now state our factors. So we go this way. So that's 1, 2, 4, and what with 4, 8, 16. We don't need to repeat the 4. So we have 1, comma 2, comma 4. You don't need to repeat 4 again. Then we have 8 and 16. Do you see that? So these are the factors of what? 16. Let's look at 32 quickly. Let's come down here and do 32. So 32, what are the factors of 32? The first thing will be what? 1 times 32. All right. Now, and which gives us 32. On our 2 times table, 2 can go in 32. All right, without a remainder. There are some tests of divisibility. I don't want to bring that up so you don't get too choked up, okay? But to know if 2, let me tell you something now. To know if 2 can go you can divide a number by 2 without a remainder. Okay, that number must be an even number. Is 32 an even number? Yes, it is. It must be an even number, or the number we end with what? 0. Those are the times you know that this number can be divided by 2 without a remainder. Okay, are you with me? Now, so here we have, so 2 times what will give us 32? It is 2 times what? 16. All right. When you divide 32 by 2, you get 16. So 2 times 16 will give us 32. Let's look at the 3 times table. Can 3 times anything give us 32? And can we divide 32 by 3 without a remainder? No, we can't. There will always be a remainder. All right. So you can't divide what? 32 by 3 without a remainder. There will be a remainder. So here we do what? 3 can't go, but let's look at 4. Can we divide 32 by 4 without a remainder? Yes, we can. All right. And looking at the 4 times table, what times 4? 4 times what gives us 32? Do you remember? It is what? 4 times what? 8 gives us what? 32. All right. And we put this down. 4 times 8 gives us what? 32. Is there anything on the multiplication table that gives us 32? Anything? Okay, anything else? I know you would say 8 times 4 gives you 32. It is still the same thing as what? 4 times 8. Do we see that? So right now, we can write our factors of 32. We have 1, 2, 4, and we have 8, 16, 32. So we have, for this, we have 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, and 32. So these are the factors of what? 32. Okay, so we've spent enough time today. I want you as homework to do this remaining questions. All right, they still state the same thing, they still mean the same thing. What are the factors of 18? The factors of 196 are, all right, and after you do this, don't forget to get the DTW CBT app. Okay, it's a common entrance app on Google Play Store to get more questions of factors. All right, when you download the app, you go to the section which says question search. When you go there, just type factors under mathematics, type factors, and it will bring out all the questions on your common entrance past questions that are specific on finding factors, and I want you to solve them. When you do them, you would see the correction on the app. Okay, so you can, see your corrections, see your mistakes. All right. So, mommy and daddy, if you need further online one-on-one tutoring for your kids, please do WhatsApp us and we'll take it from there. Please do subscribe to this YouTube channel and you can check our website for other resources. All right, thank you. And kids, don't forget that Jesus loves you. Jesus loves you. Be a good boy, be a good girl to mommy and daddy. Honor, respect mommy and daddy. Take good care of your siblings. Do not bully anyone in school, okay? And don't forget, you are a shining star. You are a champion and you are destined to win. All right, kids, see you in our next class. Take care.